Jesus walks on water, mastery over nature. Imagine being caught in a violent storm in the middle of a lake, waves crashing around you, and fear gripping your heart. Suddenly, you see a figure walking towards you on the water, defying nature itself. What would you do? Today, we unravel the incredible story of Jesus walking on water, a miracle that not only showcased his divine mastery over nature, but also holds powerful lessons for our own lives. Stay tuned to discover how this miraculous event can inspire and transform your faith. Welcome to our exploration of one of the most profound miracles in the New Testament. Jesus walks on water, mastery over nature. This miraculous event not only showcases Jesus' divine authority over the natural world, but also serves as a powerful lesson in faith and trust. This story is documented in 3 of the 4 Gospels: Matthew, Mark, and John. Each account provides a unique perspective, but the essence remains the same: Jesus' miraculous act and the profound lesson it imparts. Let's set the scene. After performing the miracle of feeding the 5,000, Jesus instructed his disciples to get into a boat and go ahead of him to the other side of the Sea of Galilee. Jesus then went up on a mountainside by himself to pray. This decision to spend time alone in prayer highlights the importance of solitude and communion with God, even for Jesus. It reminds us of the need to recharge spiritually, especially after significant events or when facing upcoming challenges. As night fell, the disciples found themselves in the middle of the lake, struggling against strong winds and heavy waves. The Sea of Galilee, known for its sudden and fierce storms, was living up to its reputation. The disciples, many of whom were seasoned fishermen, were terrified and exhausted, their boat being tossed by the storm. This scene captures the unpredictability of life and how even the most prepared can find themselves overwhelmed by circumstances beyond their control. In the darkest hour, sometime between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., Jesus approached them, walking on the water. Imagine the scene. Amidst the chaos of the storm, they saw a figure walking on the surface of the sea. Naturally, they were terrified, thinking it was a ghost. Their fear and confusion highlight a common human reaction to the unknown and the miraculous. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." These words, "It is I," can also be translated from the Greek as "I am," echoing God's self-identification to Moses in the burning bush. This subtle yet profound declaration reinforces Jesus' divine identity and authority. Peter, always the bold one, replied, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus said, "Come." Peter's request and Jesus' invitation underscore a vital lesson about faith. Faith often requires stepping out of our comfort zones and trusting in Jesus' call, even when it seems impossible. Peter stepped out of the boat and walked on the water towards Jesus. However, as he saw the wind and the waves, he became afraid and began to sink. "Lord, save me!" he cried out. Peter's initial success, followed by his doubt and subsequent sinking, illustrates the human condition. Our faith and fear, courage and doubt often exist simultaneously. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" When they climbed back into the boat, the wind died down. The disciples were in awe and worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." This miracle serves as a powerful testament to Jesus' care and authority, reaffirming his divine nature to his disciples. This miracle is rich with symbolism and lessons. Let's delve deeper into the meaning and significance of this event. First, consider Jesus' actions before the miracle. After a day of ministering to the masses, he took time to pray. This emphasizes the importance of connecting with God, especially before facing challenges. It also serves as a reminder that even though Jesus was divine, he still sought the Father's presence in prayer, modeling for us the importance of spiritual discipline. The disciples, despite being experienced fishermen, were struggling. This illustrates that no matter how skilled or prepared we are, there are moments in life when we are overwhelmed and need divine intervention. Their struggle against the storm can be seen as a metaphor for the various trials and tribulations we face, where our human efforts fall short and we must rely on God's power. Jesus walking on water is a clear demonstration of his mastery over nature. It serves as a reminder that with faith in him, the seemingly impossible becomes possible. This act transcends natural laws, reinforcing the belief that Jesus operates beyond the physical limitations of the world, affirming his divine nature. Peter's experience is particularly instructive. His initial faith allowed him to walk on water, but his fear caused him to sink. This teaches us the importance of maintaining our faith, even in the face of adversity. When our focus shifts from Jesus to our fears, we begin to falter. Peter's moment of doubt is a relatable human experience, reminding us that our faith journey includes ups and downs. Yet, even when we falter, Jesus is there to save us. His immediate response to Peter's cry for help shows his readiness to rescue us when we call out in faith. This moment highlights Jesus' compassion and his constant presence, reassuring us that we are never alone in our struggles. The disciples' reaction is also significant. Their worship and declaration that Jesus is the Son of God highlight the recognition of his divine authority. This moment of worship was a direct result of witnessing his power over the storm and his compassion in saving Peter. It shows that true worship often arises from personal encounters with God's power and grace. So how does this story apply to us today? Life is full of storms, challenges, fears, and uncertainties. This story encourages us to keep our eyes on Jesus, trusting in his power and love. When we do, we can rise above our circumstances, just as Peter walked on water. It reminds us that our faith can enable us to overcome the challenges that seem insurmountable. In moments of doubt, remember Peter's experience. It's not about the absence of fear, but about where we place our trust. Jesus' words, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid," are a timeless reassurance of his presence and sovereignty. They remind us that Jesus is with us, even in the most turbulent times, and that his presence can bring peace amidst chaos. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of Jesus Walks on Water, Mastery Over Nature. May this story inspire you to trust in Jesus, especially when facing life's storms. Let it be a reminder that faith in him can transform our fears into opportunities for witnessing his power and love. If you found this video meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. God bless you.